Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable all of the judges and all of the audience. First of all, let us express our gratitude to the person of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala because for His mercy we can gather here today. Let's also send our salutation and blessing to Prophet Muhammad SAW who guided us from darkness to light. Before I begin, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Pradita Maharani and I'm from KARANGTENGAH Senior High School. Today, I want to talk about something that affects all of us, whether we realize it or not, mental health. Specifically, I want to discuss how our mental health can impact our academic performance. It's a topic that often gets overlooked, but it's crucial for our well-being and success in school. Is academic pressure too much? Let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever felt overwhelmed by schoolwork? I'm sure many hands would go up if we were in the classroom right now. As students, we are under constant pressure to achieve good grades, participate in activities, and maintain our social lives. But is all this pressure healthy for us? The truth is, when we push ourselves too hard, it can take a toll on our mental health, and this directly affects how well we perform in school. Number 1. Stress and academic performance. Stress is something we all experience, especially when we have an important exam or assignment coming up. But did you know that too much stress can actually hurt your performance? When we are stressed, our brain finds it harder to focus, remember things, and make decisions. Have you ever tried to study but found it impossible to concentrate because you were too stressed out? It's frustrating, right? This because stress actually blocks our ability to absorb information and think clearly. Moderate stress can sometimes help us stay motivated, but when stress becomes too intense or lasts for too long, it can harm our mental and physical health. Chronic stress can cause problems like anxiety, insomnia, and even depression. If we're dealing with all that, how can we expect to do well in school? Number 2. Anxiety, the silent struggle. Next, let's talk about anxiety. Have you ever felt so nervous before an exam that you couldn't think straight? That happens to a lot of students. And it's not just nervousness, this is anxiety. Anxiety, even the smallest tasks feel overwhelming. It causes us to doubt ourselves, which leads to lower performance no matter how well we've prepared. Students with anxiety often feel stuck in a cycle of worry and fear of failure. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? This thought can become constant, making it almost impossible to focus in a class or when doing homework. And you can't focus, your grades start to drop. The vicious cycle of poor mental health and poor grades, all of these issues, stress, anxiety, can create a vicious cycle. When our mental health declines, our grades start to drop. And when our grades drop, we feel even worse, which can make mental health decline further. So, how do you break the cycle? What can we do? First, we need to recognize the signs. Do you feel constantly tired, overwhelmed, or unable to concentrate? If so, you might need to take a step back and look at your mental health. Talk to someone you trust, a teacher, a parent, or a school counselor. Just talking about what's going on can make the huge difference. Second, we need to practice self-care. When was the last time you gave yourself a real break? I'm not talking about scrolling social media, but a real break. Whether it's spending time with friends, exercising, or doing something you love. Self-care is not luxury, it's a necessity. It helps recharge your mind so that you can come back to your studies feeling refreshed. Lastly, Don't be afraid to ask for help. Schools have power to support students who struggle with mental health, whether it's counseling, study groups, or time management workshops. There are ways to manage both your mental health and your academics. In conclusion, mental health is really important for doing well in school. To success, we need to take care of our mind, not just focus on grades. Stress and anxiety can make it harder to do well, but with help, but with the right help, you can get through this. You care yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help. So, I'll leave you this with question: how can you take care of your mental health starting today? Because your mental health matters, and it's something we should all prioritize, both for our academic success and for our overall well-being. I think that's all for me. I'm sorry if I did a lot of mistake. Remember, don't push yourself too much. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.